Hey, FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont here, man. Lamont with another breaking news video. This had to be breaking news, man, because, man, I was enjoying my 4th of July. I was sipping on my drink, out there smoking a hookah, just barbecued, man, having a good time, man. I messed around and picked up my phone and saw this YouTube video, man. And then I just started doing my research, man. And I'm like, I know where the word buck dance and bonanza came from. I know where Ticket TV got it from. I know how it was applied. You know, I know the year that it came to existence. And that's what's so crazy. So I found out 2 things. First, this was educational, not just for me, because I learned the true definition of buck dancing. But then now it's also a teaching lesson, because now I got to sit here on my 4th of July and I got to teach a whole bunch of idiots, you know, who done led their kids astray. So I got to go teach them on 4th of July because they too stupid to do so, man. You know, like I said, been drinking. I don't want to say nothing too crazy. You know how YouTube and its algorithm is. I'm going to just play the video. I want y'all to see it. And I'm going to just break down to y'all everything that I learned. This is crazy, man. I did not think, man, I would actually learn this much today. And it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
School wear Confederate flags to school in support of the hashtag History Not Hate. Now they're facing consequences. Welcome to Fox 24 News at 9. I'm Chelsea Helms. In an exclusive interview, Fox 24's Katie Davila sat down with the students who share why they're upset with how administrators are handling the whole situation.
I just put Confederate flag on their hands, on their face, wherever they wanted it. During lunch, they had the police, the principal, the vice principal.
Hey. See, this is how you know they crazy in the South, man. I'm talking about everybody crazy down there. See, look at this right here. I ain't even got to say nothing, just look at this picture. But I'm going to play the rest of the video. I'm not even going to go too crazy on this alone because, again, right now, I can't just go in on y'all right now. I'm going to let other people go in on y'all. I'm still going to give you the teaching lesson. But this is what made me research the word buck dance and bonanza. I looked it up on Wikipedia, buck dance and bonanza. And 16 pictures down, I saw these 2. But it's a lot more stuff in there. But I saw these 2. So I knew this had something to do with the buck dance and bonanza. It's in Wikipedia. It's picture 16. It's crazy.
Mr. Smith, all the jeans, they were all telling us we either had to wash it off our face or go home.
Hashtag History Not Hate. A movement these Fayetteville High School students are standing up for.
I told them I wasn't going to take it off. So now I went to the office, we had a discussion, and then the head principal ended up calling me racist.
Principal of FHS, Dr. Jay Dostal, says their actions were against the school's policy to keep a safe and undisrupted environment.
We're not trying to trample on their First Amendment rights. We're just trying to have a safe and orderly school environment.
According to the district's rules, attire that disrupts the educational process or otherwise interferes with the rights or opportunities of others to learn or teach is considered improper and unacceptable.
We have validated that the Confederate flag.
Now, I'm going to explain to you guys why this is disruptive in school. And it's probably not for the reason that y'all think. It's probably not for the reasons that I'm gonna tell you why it's disruptive later on in this video. But what that dude said, he was lit. You know, those kids were putting themselves in jeopardy by wearing that. I'm gonna explain to you why. He was really looking out for the safety and the health of those kids, man. I'm going to explain to you why. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
In our building can cause a substantially disruptive environment for some of our students, and because of that, we're going to take measures to make sure that all of our kids remain safe.
But the students say their actions were showing the history of the flag.
The American flag was raised for slavery too, but I mean, all the flags we're trying to say is we don't want to be in your nation, we want to be ourselves, we don't want to be part of this.
To me, it's what Southern pride, it's all heritage.
You don't want to be part of what? Hold on. What is y'all teaching these kids? Hold on. like I said, I'm gonna give out the teaching lesson just in a second here. This is just a 2-minute clip of stupidity, and they really let these kids get on the news and say this stuff, man. But I'm gonna break it down again. Y'all know what I do with people who, when they get on video, I don't care if it's little kids, I don't care if it's a 4-year-old, I don't care if it's a 95-year-old man. If you've had the nerves to get on video, I do it to Ticket TV and them all the time on the basketball facts. You know, here at FYF Sports, man, one thing y'all gotta understand here at FYF Sports, man, it's no chill, man. It's no chill. If you get out of character, you say some fictional, false facts, I don't care what it's on, we gonna expose you, man. We gotta expose the cap. This is extreme cap right now. These little kids, I don't know where they got it from. I'm assuming they got it from their parents. It's extreme cap. And we're going to expose that here in a second. But I'm going to play the rest of this clip. Like I said, I always give people a chance, like I do with Ticket TV. I hear everybody out. So I'm going to give them the last, I think it's about 30 more seconds. I'm going to hear them out.
Despite being reprimanded by the school, the students say they'll continue to protest.
They're both going to keep wearing their jackets, and if I have makeup, I'm gonna put like hashtag history not hate on both my hands. I'll still keep putting the flag on my face.
You know, none of us are racist. None of us are doing it for hate. It's Southern pride, and we're not going to take it off on anyone. It's all flag. This is Arkansas. This is the South.
In Fayetteville, Katie DeVilla, Fox 24 News.
All right, man. Hey, see, so. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do right now. So I don't even want to, because again, I don't want to turn this into like a Super Mac defunct roast session on these kids, because it could easily turn into that. We just gonna go straight to the history, man. We got to go straight to the history books on these little kids, man. So what I have here, is, we got to really educate. We got to really educate today, man. And so now I'm going to break down. So parents out there, this is for the parents out there down south. This is primarily for y'all, man. This is a history lesson, man, because y'all letting y'all kids go outside dressed like this, it's literally putting their lives in danger. But it's not for the reason that you think. But once I break the history down, you're going to hurry up and pull them flags down. You're going to hurry up and throw them clothes away. Because y'all don't want all the smoke that really come with that type of flag. I'm about to explain why. FYF Sports, man. We bring facts only. So again, because like I say, I'm dealing with people who don't really study. Y'all probably don't read too much down there. I hear a lot about what's going on. I got to break this down systematically, and I'm going to say it in I'm going to dumb it down. I'm not going to go too deep into the history. I'm just going to dumb it down so you can understand where y'all have been led astray, right? Led amok, all that. So here what we have right here. This was, when the Confederate initially formed, they said we got to make a flag. They made this is the first Confederate flag. It was called the Bonnie Blue. All right, so this is just right out the gate. They was unorganized. They didn't really know what they was doing. They just put something together. They said, hey, Karen, just put something together, man. We tired of the Union. We tired of them up north. Put something together. We got to come up with our own stuff. That's what they said. They came up with the Bonnie Blue. That's what this flag was called. When they got a little bit more organized, it was still all mixed up and messed up. And it was still a mess. They said, hold on. They put together a governing board for the Confederacy down in the South. And the first thing they said was, this is gangbanging right here. They said it's all about gangbanging. They said it's too much blue in this flag. They said that flag, blue represents Yankees. Blue represents the North. We gotta change this up. There's too much blue in this flag. They was gangbanging on the North hard. They was gangbanging hard. So what they did was, I don't know if y'all noticed, man. They had in the newspaper, they had Craigslist in the newspaper. They put an ad out and said, we need one of y'all. They said, we're going to pay whoever come up with the best new flag idea. We're going to give you $12, a bundle of hay, and 3 soles for your shoes. It's not a joke. Go look it up. Go look it up in the South. Go look it up. They said $12, a bundle of hay, and 3 soles for your shoes. You know, back, you know, in the South back then in the 1800s, you know, that was like having $150K in the bank account. So again, everybody hopped on it. The person that came up with the best idea was, you know, we forgot his name, but it was a German guy out of Alabama. He won the $12. They gypped him on the bundle of cotton. They didn't give him the bundle of cotton. They just gave him the soles. They gave him the $12 in the soles. They said, you ain't getting the cotton. We ain't got enough cotton right now. We trying to go to war. You don't get the cotton. But they gave him the $12 in the soles. And he came up with the original Confederate flag. All right? Here's the original Confederate flag. And they named it. They said, this is the Stars and Bars. And that's a smooth little name too. I'm not gonna lie. That's a smooth little name, the Stars and Bars. Now, hey, you got all the Confederate soldiers filling the flag. You know, they got they muzzle load rifles ready to go. Hey, it's, you know, like I said, we already know they was on some gangbanging stuff. They was on some gangbanging stuff, right? So we know that they was ready to gangbang. And so this is what they do, man. You know, this is what they do. So, you know, these dudes had never had an army before. I mean, again, they never been to war like that before. You know, they just sent them out. It's time to go to the north. It's time to go, you know, kill some Yankees. That's what they said. I'm telling you, go look it up. That's what they said. It's time to go north and kill some Yankees. They said they going north to kill some Yankees. I'm not joking, y'all. Y'all think I'm joking? Just go look it up. This is what these idiots do, man. This is what these idiots do. They march 4 miles thinking they in the north. You know, they march 4 miles thinking they in the north. They see in the distance, you know, back then they didn't have the telescopes and the binoculars and none of that. But they see in the distance, they see a flag with some stripes on it. You know, hey Phil and Jimbo, look. There go the Yankees right there. They said, there go the Yankees right there. That's what they said. I keep telling, this is not a joke. They just go attack these dudes. They just went and attacked these dudes. They, you know, back then, you know, they had to load. You get one shot, boom, and then now you just got to go charge, right? Gangbanging, straight gangbanging. They, you know, with the I forgot what you call it, with the things that you stab you with on the guns. They run up, boom, they get to stabbing, and you know, you got Otis, you know, Jimbo stabbed Otis. And Otis is like, dang, Jimbo, I know you. Why you stab me? He look up. He's like, ain't you? He's like, oh, man. He said, we done messed up. We done attacked the wrong battalion. We done attacked our own battalion. He said, why y'all walking around with a flag with stripes on it? He said, why y'all walking around with a flag with stripes on it? This is what they said. They said, that's when they was like, we can't keep having this happen. We walking around. We didn't sat here. We didn't kill all of each other's soldiers. It's just me and you left. It's just out of the 2 battalions, it was just Jimbo and Otis left. That's it. Just Jimbo and Otis. Jimbo and Otis go back to the Confederate government. And they said, hold on, we just killed our own battalions. You know? We all had one shot. We charged. We stabbed. It was just me and Jimbo left. We look up. We got the same flag. We thought that was the U.S. We thought that was the flag of the North. We went and attacked them. We messed up and killed them all. So the Confederate government, this is what they say. They said, okay, hold on. They said, well, we don't want to change the Stars and Bars. That name is too smooth. Stars and Bars can't go. We're going to leave Stars and Bars. This is going to be the Confederate flag. This is what they said. This is going to be the Confederate flag. He said, what y'all can do, though, he says, I'm going to allow y'all to put another Craigslist ad out, and we need somebody to create a battle flag for y'all. Y'all need a battle flag, right? This is the flag you take to war, because we can't just have y'all attacking each other. You know, we didn't just lost 2 battalions. It's just Otis and Jimbo left in 2 battalions. So we can't have that happen, man. So they put another Craigslist ad out in the newspaper. And they said, somebody create us. Somebody create us a battle flag. Something that we can't confuse, man. You know, we couldn't do words and nothing like that. We had to do something that they could easily recognize. And so they created a battle flag, which was this right here. This was the battle flag that they created. They said, you know, it's not the stars and bars, but while we in battle, this is what we got to use while we in battle. You know, it's an X. It's just an X. We can't confuse it. We don't see no lines going across. We don't see no lines going across. We can't get confused, right? When I look off in the distance, because we ain't got no binoculars or telescopes, but I can look off in the distance and tell there ain't no stripes on that. So no more confusion after that. That's a cool little move. That's a battle flag. All right, I give them their props for that. They made a smooth little battle flag. All right, but you got to understand, this meant battle. So this is why I said when the school principal said, y'all got to take that off, because what y'all don't know is it's just naturally in black people DNA. When they see this battle flag, they might just activate and just knock you out. You know, that's even some white people in the North. I mean, they see this flag, they might just activate and just knock you out. This is a battle flag. It means let's fight. That's what it means. Remember, this is what gang banging. They was gang banging back there. It's just naturally in our DNA. We see this. We don't even know what it means. Black people, half these black people don't even know what this is. But I promise you this. I'm telling you, if you want to test it out, just go walk around with this in the hood. And you're going to come out looking like James Hayes was looking after CJ whopped him in the debate. I mean, y'all saw that picture. Y'all saw the picture. And so this is what we got to do here. We got to understand, man. You put this on little kids and you allow your kids to go outside looking like this is right here. You basically sending your kids out to war, because you step on the wrong side of the tracks, you accidentally walk, you go to the wrong side of the grocery store, you bump into the wrong group of people, you done messed around and got beat up, got stomped out, got kicked in the head, got rolled through the dirt, drug in the mud. You got all this stuff happen to you, and now you got the kids. Now you don't even tell the kids what's really going on. The kids come home talking about Sally and Billy just beat the brakes off me. Sally and Billy just beat the brakes off me. I don't know what happened. I don't know. They said it was because of my shirt. Why y'all keep lying to these kids, y'all? Y'all got to start telling y'all kids the truth, man. This was a battle flag. It meant fight. So when you put it on your kids, they bound to get beat up. So again, the principal was doing y'all a favor, man. He's saying, look, for their safety, we don't want to take away their rights. This is for their safety, because if your kid keep getting beat up in school, y'all gonna eventually do something. Y'all might sue the school system, do all types of crazy stuff. He's looking out for your kids, man. Because again, I keep telling you, it's just naturally in black people DNA to fight when they see this thing right here. Like I said, you walk around, hold on, we're gonna get off of that right there. So, as we move on, man, as we move on, we're going to hit another topic. So and this right here, and I'm going to tell you what this means right here. So with the Confederate Army, as the war waned on, Otis and Jimbo was getting mad at each other. They was arguing over, sharing a tin cup. Like, they were sharing cups. They didn't have enough cups to go around. They were sharing cups after each battle. They would share cups, dip the water, get some water. They were sharing cups, right? So they would share cups. Well, one day, Jimbo come back from the war talking about he lost the cup. Now Otis say, you know what? I'm done with you, Jimbo. I'm done, Jimbo. Jimbo, I'm going over here. I'm starting a whole separate battalion. I'm done with you, right? Because we tired of y'all losing our cups. We having to go to the lake. We having to drink water out of our hand out of the Mississippi River, man. He said, it's nasty to drink water out of your hand because of the coronavirus, man. Coronavirus going around. We got to dip the cup so we don't get the coronavirus. I'm telling you, they were saying this back then. I promise you they were saying this back then, right? So now now Otis then went and left. He said, I'm setting my own sect. He said, now, we're not going to fight each other, but I'm not battling alongside of you, because when we come back, you done lost the cup. I'm having to drink coronavirus water with my hands and not dip my cup, right? That's what I'm telling you. That's what they said. So now Otis goes and said, us over here, we don't lose our cups. So to make a flag to represent the people who don't lose their cups, He said he gonna make a flag for people who don't represent, they don't lose their cup. He said, if you tired of losing your cup, come over here. They done created a sect of Confederate soldiers, separate. And they created their own flag again. Now they said, we want you to know that we not separate from y'all. We still fighting the same war with y'all. But this white on this flag represent us who don't lose our 10 cups. Y'all drink y'all water with y'all hands, the coronavirus water, but we gonna drink ours with the cup where we don't get it. Hey, that was a smooth, that was a nice little play, Otis. I like that, Otis. Right? But this is where Otis messed up. You know, the North, you know, the North had some binoculars, some telescopes. They wasn't that good. So it was night one day. I forgot what day it was, but it was nighttime one day. And the North just see white flapping in the air. They closing in. They said, they were just closing in. They said, oh, look. They said, look, Otis Battalion down there waving a white flag. They didn't gave up. Let's go ahead and swoop down on them. Let's swoop down on them and go ahead and take all their cups and everything. This is what the Northern soldiers said to them. They said they're going to swoop down on them. They're going to take their cups, right? And they're going to surrender them and all that. Lock them up, do all that good stuff. The Northern soldiers, and it was a whole bunch of Northern armies, they swooped down on Otis and them. So, Otis and them, remember, Otis and them is the ones who said, we're going to create our own little sect of Confederate Army. We're going to have our own flag. And then, so they get swooped up on. They get surrounded. They get swooped up on. And when they get locked up, they locked up, boom. Otis and them saying, how y'all swoop up on us? He says, normally when we about to go to battle, y'all blow the horn in the air. Remember the trumpet they blew in the air? He said, normally y'all blow the horn in the air and we face off and then we battle like straight up. Because they used to fight straight up back then. Wasn't no sneaking up, no spy stuff. They used to fight straight up. The Union was like, hold on, homies, y'all waving the white flag. What we, y'all, we didn't think y'all was trying to fight. And Otis was like, well, let us go so we can fight. They was like, hell no. Lock Otis' ass up. Otis' ass locked up now. Now Otis gone. Otis is locked up now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you, they sentenced Otis to 1,944 years in prison. All right? And I think he's still locked up now. Right? Otis had a nice little sentence, man. They were sentencing boys, the same way Camilla Harris be banging people, the way she was when she was a prosecutor. That's how they did Otis. I don't even think Otis should have got 1,900 years. He was doing the Camilla Harris type sentencing on them. And then back then they didn't even have to go to court. They would sentence you as soon as they put the handcuffs on you. Boom, click up. Once you got clicked up like this, the cop, the Union soldier said, what's your favorite number, Billy? He said 1944. I said, why 1944? He said, I think that might be the year where my great-great-grandson might be born. Damn, man, you got 1,944 years. That's how they sentenced Otis. Now Otis is gone. So y'all got to understand, now Otis's whole army is gone. Now half the Confederate army is gone because they done messed around, got locked up because they was waving a white flag and the Union thought they surrendered, swooped down on them and just took them to jail. So now it's just Jimbo. Jimbo just left with his army. So Jimbo just left with his army. And, I missed one point about Otis. Because they had a few days to switch their stuff up. Otis and them did switch their flag up. They tried to add a little, after the fact, it was still a few little leftovers who escaped. A few leftovers escaped. Not everybody normally get captured. A few guys get escaped. They saw them coming. They escaped out the cracks. They said, hold on, we still want to be part of the group that have cups, but we need to add a red stripe on the side of this thing so people don't think we surrender. So that's what the few stragglers did. It just wasn't enough of them. A few stragglers put the red stripe on the thing. All right, so now you got to think Otis and them is locked up. It's just a few stragglers left who created this weak little battle flag right here. And now you got Jimbo over here saying we got stragglers running around with a flag with a red stripe looking crazy. He said we sitting over here, we all getting sick with the coronavirus because we drinking water out the river with our hands, right? They didn't have no hand sanitizer back in, y'all. None. And so this is what happened now. So then Jimbo said, it's time, y'all. He said, I'm tired of this, man. Jimbo was tired, bro. I'm telling you, when I say he was tired, he was tired. And so Jimbo said, it's time. He said, we got to go to our final battle flag. Everybody looking at what's the final battle flag. Everybody really about to get rejuvenated. They think Jimbo has some master plan. Jimbo said, nah. This is what Jimbo said. He said, it's time to wave the white flag, man. He said they might give us over 1,000 years in prison, but hey, at least, we live to see another day. So this is what happened. This is the story of the South. This is what happened, y'all. So this is exactly what happened. So they waved the white flag. The Union came in, swooped them all up, went ahead and let the slaves go. It was still a lot of racism, a lot of craziness going on. That group of stragglers, that group of stragglers with the red stripe, those were the dudes who populated the South. That's why you have the little sprinkles. Most of them went to Mississippi, right? They went to Mississippi and they said, you know what we're going to make for our state flag? We're going to use the Confederate flag as our state flag. It's a little get back. But I'm telling you, the rest of Otis's group just all went to Mississippi and had, populated Mississippi. But I tell you, believe me when I tell you this, that's why the Confederate flag is in Mississippi. But they about to take that down. So the little last remnants of that Otis's whole crew, his battalion, that's about to be wiped out too. But this was the last battle flag that the Confederate Army actually flew. This was the last battle flag that they flew. So, I want to give y'all an example of this. When the U.S. military goes into Afghanistan, which one of these flags do you think they fly? All of these flags are military type flags. You got the Army flag, you got the Coast Guard, you got the Marine, you got the Navy, right? They fly the United States flag, with the 50 stars, with the red and white stripes. That's the U.S. flag. They might have one of these other little flags off to the side. But when these soldiers come home, I don't care if you're with the Army, Navy, Marine, whatever. At the end of the day, you come home, right, and you singing the Star Spangled Banner, man. They singing the Star Spangled Banner to the flag right there with the 50 stars, man, right there. They ain't running around talking about we waving a battle flag like we still in battle, right? So, we want to talk about who started running around waving this battle flag again as if we back in battle, right? After the Civil War was over with, who was the next group just to start running around talking about we want to get this battle back up and running? There you have it right there. It was the Ku Klux Klan. See, and this is how you know what the Ku Klux Klan meant war. This is why they was hanging black people. This is why they was lynching black people. That was their war. It was a war on black people. It was a war, right? Because again, if it was just peaceful, they would have just used the stars and bars. They would have said back then, hold on, we don't want no smoke. This is stars and bars, right? Just history, not hate. History, not hate. We got the stars and bars. We not in battle. Okay? That's what they would have said. But we know that they meant war. We knew that this was going to be a fight. When the KKK started running around, they start waving the battle flag again. They knew what they was doing. They waved the battle flag for a reason, because it meant war. It meant war any way, shape, or form, whether it was infiltrating police departments, whether it was infiltrating the court systems, becoming prosecutors like Kamala Harris, whether it's implementing laws and creating systematic racism, all right, whether, and again, it's carried on. So they're at war. Anybody who raises this flag means that they're at war. So I'm not promoting it, but I'm just telling y'all, when you're running while waving this flag, it's just in the DNA of all black people, right, to smack the taste out your mouth. It's just in the DNA. And I keep telling y'all putting y'all kids out there, y'all putting y'all kids out there. So when they come home, and the whole side of their face is just drooped down over here, this side of their chin is just dropped down over here, and they talk about, Mom, I just went to school. I didn't want to walk into a war zone. What's going on? I got people tagging off on me. I got people stealing off on me. What's going on? Tell y'all kids the truth, man. When you throw this type of stuff on them, you got to let them know that this was the war flag, the original flag, the original Confederate flag. Which again, I don't even like the stars and bars. This flag is not the flag. This does not represent the Confederacy. The stars and bars represents the Confederacy. This flag right here was a temporary battle flag that they used because, again, this is how Otis and Jimbo got to fighting against each other. They done ran up on each other. They done killed each other's whole battalion. It's just Otis and Jimbo left. Right? So, again, that's why I say, you know, this was a really good lesson. Like I said, I learned something today because it made me go to Wikipedia. You know, in doing my research on this, I saw that those two black dudes wearing the same sweatshirt, they already in Wikipedia under the term Buck Danza Bonanza. They is under the term. All y'all got to do is look it up. They picture 16 on Buck Danza Bonanza, right? Buck Danza Bonanza, those two black dudes wearing this shirt, Buck Danza Bonanza. And again, for everybody else who wants to learn from this video, again, this was a battle flag. You are liable to get your ass whooped waving the flag like this, or just walking around turning it into t-shirts, and you got the girl talking about she gonna put makeup on her. So again, you say history, not hate. You're right. It's history, not hate. Right? No, it's not that. It just means you gotta fight. It's time to fight. So in your majority, primarily you're gonna be fighting a lot of black people, right? And 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna lose those, right? So again, we gotta, you gotta understand the history, y'all. The history. Now we know what Buck Danza Bonanza means. Whenever you go to Ticket TV, make sure you subscribe to his channel. Whenever he says that, Buck Danza Bonanza, it applies to those two black dudes wearing this hoodie. And then for, the white people, you just want to know the history, go start flying the stars and bars. Because again, when you fly this battle flag with the cross in it, which is not a real flag, it's just time to fight. You just activate people's hands, and just people get to smacking you. So again, that's all we saying, y'all. That's all the principal was trying to do. He was looking out for their safety. I'm trying to explain it in layman's terms because it's not really the only terms y'all understand, man. But we trying to help y'all out, So, FYF Sports, man, y'all need to know we cover more than just sports, man. We cover more than just sports, man. We cover everything, entertainment, and then from time to time, man, we give out history lessons, man. This was a great history lesson for y'all, right? So again, make sure you share this video with everybody you know because we got to get the word out, man. Again, y'all get rid of this flag right here, and I guarantee you, you're going to wipe out so much violence and all this hate towards one another. Just get rid of the flag. Hey, NASCAR did it. Hey, I'm going to tell y'all the secret reason why NASCAR did it, right? I was told, man, from one of my sources, Bubba Watson just kept putting hands on people. They said, Bubba, you can't just be stealing off on fans like that just because they wave. Bubba Watson was like, I can't do nothing about it. He said, I don't know why I'm doing it. He said, I don't know why I'm doing it. He said, I see the flag, I got to hit you in the mouth. And so NASCAR said, you know what, it's time to get this flag out of NASCAR. And they was just doing it for the safety and security of everybody who watches the race, man. Because, you got black people. You got a few black people who, I think you got like 12 black NASCAR fans in the South, right? So you got a few black fans who will, go to those races, man. We can't have black people just stealing off on people because they see the Confederate flag, man. Again, that's a sign of battle. It means fight, all right? Remember what I told y'all, man. The stars and bars was the original flag of the Confederacy. So these people who run around talking about this flag means my history. No, this was actually the flag of some losers. They lost the war. They changed their flag like 19 times. So this wasn't even the only flag that they had. And then we got to remember, the final flag that they waved was a white flag, the battle flag. The white battle flag means I give up, man. I'm tired. Remember. So again, good history lesson, FYF Sports. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on this video, man. Again, we don't give out history lessons too much. We normally give out sports lessons to, regards to basketball and things of that nature. But today, man, I was sipping on my drink, having a good time, and I had to address this. But that's all we're going to cover today. I feel much better that I did that research. I got this off my chest, and I can get this out to the world now. But Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe again. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram and Twitter as well. Follow us on social media, man. Stay axed. You know, that keeps you in tune with everything that we got going on. Also, follow us on Facebook. We have our Facebook group, which is FYF Sports Debates. FYF Sports Debates. Make sure you join FYF Sports Debates. We also have a Facebook group called NBA GOAT Talk. Please go join NBA GOAT Talk. When we get to 500 members, we're going to start our live Facebook live debates and our YouTube live debates. All right, 500 members, we start that. And remember, our debates aren't just debates, but there's always a winner to our debates, right? So the winner of every debate that we have is going to be cash prizes, you know, tickets to sporting events, maybe tickets to comedy shows. It could be anything. But again, there's always prizes given out to the person who has the best arguments, and we don't choose that. We let everybody in the chat choose that, so it's non-biased. But again, hey, we appreciate everyone for all the support. Like I said, again, I feel really good that I was able to get this information out to the public. And again, I really want you guys to do your research before you put stuff on like this, because it can save you a lot of heartache. All right, but again, it's FYF Sports, man. It's been another great video, and we out.
Like an elephant, throwing money bags like yo in a different element. Talent and the hustler's mental, what God bless me with. The moves I made was all pivotal. Dreams I'm critically acclaimed, raised with the criminals. Maximize the scope, the haters wanted minimal. For every minute that I gave, I felt the ridicule. Like Usher, nigga, these my confessions. Been through the ups and downs, I'm battle tested. Trying to move my family out the hood off investments. Lyrically paint art, I'm getting better every session. Yeah, this a open letter to my supporters. I wanna thank y'all for still supporting. Plug prices right, I'm trying will a fortune. This for all my pain and misfortunes. Can't leave a stone unturned, I'm pouring on my heart. It's my confessions like Usher, hustle from the start. The dynasty I put together, one and torn apart. Whenever my back is a wall, I always fought. I'm a product of my pain and my misfortunes. Mama gave birth to a prince, said I'm important. Race that never showed weakness, step before dishonor. What you give out to the world, come back, that's karma. Had rough patches, did dirt for that dirty money. Free my niggas, long live the real, don't owe us nothing. That's why I'm plugged in, keep a hold of something. Expect the unexpected, never know when it's coming. Keep it real with the people, how I build my base. Reach the masses with my pain, somehow they relate. It's still trap, but die till I'm at my weight. Thumbing through the check, give me the shakes. My pockets running over, always meet my quota. Pistol in the holster, I'm kinda antisocial. My focus entrepreneurship, won't be a mogul. Retain mobility, Spiffy gon' be mobile. Lift every voice when I sing, gon' be vocal. Waiting for shit in transit, remember being postal. Dodge your alphabet, boys, keep eye out for locals. I'm international, Spiffy can't be local. They surf borders, how they try and ride waves. Some people put trust in me, I'll take it to my grave. Felt like I walk on water ever since I got paid. The diesel boom can jack the prices up on the heads.